What's up, y'all? There we go. It's not 2019. See you, Dan. See you later. We're playing some show, though. No 2K today. 2K tomorrow. I had a really bad park session today, so I don't know if I'll play park tomorrow, but we'll do something. Maybe some my team. Well, today we're playing ranked seasons. Alright, 190 and 92. I haven't played this game since 2K came out, so we're gonna see how this goes. Alright, for sure. Thanks for stopping by, though, Dan. Appreciate it. You have a good one. I'm hopefully gonna have a video out tonight. I wanted to get some gameplay recorded from this video probably, and then it's probably gonna go into the video tomorrow or tonight, and then another video coming out tomorrow. So hopefully someone tries to cheese me, because it's gonna be about beating cheese. And if you guys have particular cheese moments you want me to talk about, then just let me know and I'll try to put that in into the video as well. Play the event? I'm not playing events, man. There's no reason for me to play that event. I'm trying to get to World Series, and then yeah, just trying to get to World Series. That's about it, because I don't need anything from the events, first of all, and then like I don't need the bobbleheads. He's got Joel Embiid leading off. Man, I probably should have taken out Albert Bell, but we're gonna roll with him for now. Facing a left, excuse me, facing a lefty. Vita Blue. All right, I moved the pitching camera back to the front side. Well, that's a terrible start. Do I like the content? So, friendly quit, nah. We're just gonna play it out, but friendly quit karma is a real thing. So, I don't expect a W, but I also don't want to go back and look for another matchup. Yeah, so the content, I think it's good. What they showed us so far, like out of every single card that they talked about yesterday, there's only one card that's good. Two, you could consider the what card is it? Dennis Eckersley. So Eckersley and Trout are the only two useful cards of whatever. Let's see, 30 plus 30 plus, so about 34, 35 cards they debuted yesterday. Or on Friday. Yeah, yesterday was Friday. Only two of them are good. You got the Daniel Murphy already? Nice. He seems okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Daniel Murphy card looks okay too, but I just don't know if he's like a better option than a created player. Obviously not. A few other cards like the Matt Carpenter is probably better as well. The defense, I'm guessing, is similar to the Matt Carpenter, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it too much, but yeah, so those two cards, the good thing about those two cards and every card that's talked about recently, they're all free, and the grind is relatively minimal from what I've seen. I don't know what the finest and postseason cards are going to look like in terms of grind, but the Future Stars grind didn't look too bad. So to get a George Brett Immortal out of that, I think is pretty good, actually. You're using Daniel Murphy. That's probably good. It's definitely a usable card, I think. He's kind of weaker against lefties, but he'll be fine. My problem with the content is, why was there such a a huge gap in between the last two dev streams, and basically any information about anything in between that time. Daniel Murphy's not going to do that. Oh, that one wasn't too hard, actually. That one he could have made, but he's going to be a liability out there. That should have been gone. What do you think about the content? Man, I really wish I had my other monitor. Stay fair. That's gonna hook. I don't know, man.
The count is 1 and 2.
Yeah, you can't unlock them yet. They said mid-October for Trout, or for, well, I guess both of them. Both of them you kind of unlock together, depending on whatever grind you have to do for those postseason cards and finest cards. So, yeah, I guess you'll have to wait about a month. I mean, of course they wanted to give a head start on Immortals to whoever could grind them the fastest, which is fine. But then it was kind of dry for a while, and we were just getting like bad card after bad card. But I guess they're starting to make up for it a little bit. Like George Brett's not going to turn any heads either. He does have 80 power, so like it's not the worst. Like he can still hit home runs, but I mean, Chipper and Schmidt are already playing the left side of the infield. I don't really know where George Brett's going to go. He's pretty versatile, though. He's got a few positions. He plays like first, a couple of outfield or something, and then third and short, I believe. Something like that. I'll probably get the Trout Immortal, to be honest. If I play this game consistently again. I have like 150 innings left with Babe Ruth before I can get him. And I'm not too far away from Gossage. I just don't feel like doing it. By the way, I picked up Gagne and I picked up the flashback Chapman card. So those guys are both in my bullpen right now. I almost forgot to throw it first after that. What? That was the lightest tap of all time. Thinking about picking him up because Miller and Jansen went down.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Oh, their overalls went down. I was thinking of like the card price, and I wasn't sure what that would have to do with it. But yeah, every time I face Gagne, he's been really good, and the regular Chapman wasn't too good for me, to be honest. I don't know if it's just because he has 3 pitches, but he wasn't too great. So I'm gonna give this new one a shot. If it doesn't work out, we'll see. I might pick up someone else. Why is Griffey betting 4? Alright. Get up. I think I got enough. Is it enough? Nope. But that's going to be a triple. Could have pushed it. He's got Cal at shortstop, so I'm not going to run for that one. And another righty against the lefty. This is a good part of the lineup to face. For me, he's probably going to walk Bell, but I think there's nobody out, so he's, yeah, smarter not to walk him, just because he's going to have to face the top of the lineup with runners on anyway, even if he just pitches to my pitcher. But it looks like an intentional walk anyway. He wasn't really trying to throw strikes, I think. So it's kind of the same. He's pitching by the blue. I have a feeling like I should just take pitches here. I feel like I should just take a strikeout rookie. I don't even want to pitch right now. Or I don't even want to swing. I'd rather take the strikeout and work with 1 out with the top of the lineup up.
No, inside.
This is kind of what my video is on tomorrow as well, or tonight. This video is already recorded, so it's a video about clutch hitting, 2 outs, runners in scoring position, and things like that. No, he could go home to first. A better slide might have been safe. That's terrible. I should have just swung with CC. Terrible. Those were both the pitches I wanted to. I guess I'm just rusty. No, he's a lefty. He was a great card last year. He was a 99. He had a big changeup. It's the same card as it is this year, but not only is he not a 99, but he's also... I just don't think he's as good as he was last year. And of course, being a lefty, it's harder to face Immortals and all that, so the meta doesn't help him either. What's up, Rob? Welcome back. How's it going? We are back to MLB The Show today. Yikes. He almost swung at that too. Ooh, got the strikeout anyway. Lucky. Swolf, did you upgrade your My Player yet? Or is he still like a 62 overall? I got wrecked on Park today, man. My guy's just like, he's a weird hybrid player. Alright, we got the quit. I have a feeling this guy was like 600 or something, so I don't think we're going to get too much going on here, but if we could get like if we could get like 8 points, that would be good. Alright, 10 points. And now he's a 666. Lucky Irish, but a 666. Interesting. He's a 63 now. Cool. I got my guy to like an 81, 82 now. But I don't know. I've been destroying people on like user players. It's hard for them to dribble past me, but when I was playing Court Conquerors today, it's all like AI players and pro players, NBA players, and for some reason those guys just slip around you. But I just don't know how I feel about my build. Playing too much MLB. Well, whatever is fun is what you should do. It's a video game, so that's generally a good principle to stick with. Whichever one's most fun for you at the moment is what you play. Alright, we're gonna close the window a little bit because we don't want the last game to happen again. People just aren't playing this game anymore on a Saturday afternoon. Ooh, there's some weird stuff on my controller. I think I was eating chips and playing at the same time. Never a good idea. Rob, what do you think of those programs? Free Ted Williams card as well. I should move Griffey probably back up to the 2 spot. He's got Baez and he's got Harper. Interesting picks. More people came back. Yeah. I mean, I came back. This is what I was talking about when Madden came out. I thought this is what they were going to do for Madden, but they did it for 2K instead, which is interesting because, like I said, I thought it was going to be 2 weeks. I thought they were going to give it 2 weeks after Madden came out. This guy's good. 114 and 31. I thought they were going to give it 2 weeks after Madden came out and then drop a bunch of Immortals, like basically the plan that they laid out on Friday, which is like the stuff that you guys know about with the new programs and things. But they're also doing he wants a friendly quit. Should I? Fine. Only because he's good. What's up, Kyle? How's it going? Not grinding Brett. I have no interest in getting George Brett for George Brett. I'd be interested in getting George Brett for like Trout and stuff, but at the moment, like, I don't know if it's worth it. How about you, Kyle? Are you trying to get Brett? If you don't have Immortals, I think Brett's a great option actually, because he does have 80 power. So like my threshold is like usually 70 power is okay depending on the swing. 80 power is like good enough if you have a good enough swing, and then 60 and lower is kind of dangerous for me. Yeah, perfect. He's an easy one to get, Kyle. It's perfect because he's still usable. I think like that he's got that 80 power, like I said. Everything else is pretty solid, and definitely worth having in your lineup if you don't have other Immortals. Rob says he thinks they're okay, like the Eckersley card, but I think I'm kind of burned out grinding. Make it the CS. Nice. Yeah, it seems like the grind won't be too bad for the Mike Trout. But if I do that grind, then I'm going to do it all at the same time, right? So like once the finest cards come out, I'll probably grind the future stars at the same time, probably do the rest of the grind for like Gossage and Babe Ruth and all those guys kind of at the same time, because I just don't feel like grinding right now. I've just been grinding 2K, and I'm pretty far along in terms of grinding 2K, but yeah, it's going to take a little while. So Brett's going to replace your Diamond Chase Utley. Does Brett play second base? I thought it was like shortstop and first base or something. But I mean, of course, like he can play. Come on, Bell. I know you can just kind of play him out of position. It seems to work. What's up, Zem? How's it going? Oh, it is one of his secondaries. Nice. Perfect then. He's got solid defense too. I think it's like around the 80s. He's definitely usable. Yikes. Not pitching right now. Not pitching well. He did turn on that first one, so I probably should throw something outside here. I got lucky on that one. We could go even farther inside. Just not on the plate, please. Alright, I'll take that. I do not have Brett. We were just discussing that. Kyle is about to get Brett. We're grinding for Brett right now. But I think I'm going to hold off on grinding Brett until like Mike Trout becomes available. So mid-October probably. I'll probably do them all at the same time. Because I'm not going to use Brett most likely. He's just going to be a bench bat at most. So he's not really worth like putting in time for right now for me. How about you though? You're going to get Brett, use him until you get Chipper, nice. You need to do O'Neal and Ray's guy? Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, he's an easy, nice and easy grind. How long has it taken you guys so far? I'm guessing you can probably do like 4 to 5 missions per game. So I'm guessing it's going to be at least like 6-7 games to play. Time consuming. Is it more than 6 or 7 games that you have to play? I thought they were all 1-game missions. If they're not all 1-game missions, then that would be annoying. I actually don't know what the missions are. I've just seen like the first one, and I think like the free card that you get at the beginning of the program, all of those I believe are 1-game programs, so I just assume the rest of them are. Way more. Okay. That's not good. There's like 13 starters, okay. Yeah, that'll take obviously at least 13 games. 2 are diamonds. This guy's throwing right down the pipe. And I missed both of them somehow. I center swung on both of those. So I don't know how... What the heck is that? Alright. 20 to 25 games? Maybe 30? Yikes, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely going to hold off on that then. I also have to do 145 with Babe. Like, so at that point, right? What's 145 divided by 9? That's about... 145 divided by 9 is about 15, I believe. Somewhere around 15. So basically... Hey, Rodimus, how's it going? No worries, man. Appreciate you coming by. Hope everything is going well over there. Or, you know what I mean. Are the blackouts weather related or just like random stuff? Because there's like places like Pakistan where my family's from. Ooh. And like friends and family like will go back and stuff. And they have like power outages all the time just because like infrastructure is not very good. So I was wondering if it's kind of the same thing. Random stuff. Gotcha. Blue Jays are winning 2-1. That's good. Who are they playing? Did they give up a walk-off yesterday? Or was that somebody else? I know the A's hit a walk-off against, I believe, the Twins. Chris Davis, man. He looks like... It's really weird, because if you've seen his swing, his like hips open up really early. He kind of looks like he's going to roll over on the ball, but then he hits a home run to left center. Or to right center, I mean. Opposite field. Oh, playing the Rays, okay. Went 12-0 yesterday, very nice. Keep it rolling. Oh, that's what it was. The Jays came back. Yeah, yeah. Even better. Who did he just pinch hit for? It wasn't the pitcher. I guess he's just trying to do a matchup move for the lefty. Perfect. Stan can make this throw, yeah. Against the 53. Alright, smart move. Yeah, that's a perfect throw. So yeah, I've got to do about 15 starts with Babe Ruth. And then if I have to do 13 starts with future stars, I might as well just spend that time doing Babe Ruth. Which I'm not going to do either right now, but like, if I was going to choose between 15 starts of one or the other, it would have to be Babe Ruth. Is it still 0-0? I forget. Yeah. Okay. He's got 2 hits. That's what it was. The White Sox beat up on the Cubs yesterday, which was nice. We handed them Quintana for Eloy Jimenez. Does he go by Jimenez or Jimenez? I think he goes by Jimenez. We just call him Eloy. But we got him, we got Dylan Cease. And they got Quintana, who's not pitching well. Should you sell Mike Schmidt? Yeah, Schmidt's got a weird swing. I've heard it was even weirder in previous years. There's a lot of guys that are just like, I believe if Mike Schmidt still has that kind of defense that he might be worth it. But at third base, I don't think he has a shortstop secondary in 2016. So, yeah, I'll probably go ahead and sell him. I remember trying to use him that year and not doing too well either. You're kind of mad because all the second cards in each program are starters, so you can't grind the hitters at the same time. That's even worse. That's what I was worried about.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
I'm just swinging at everything. Dude, this guy's throwing everything down the middle. It's either way off the plate or right down the middle. I'm just smacking him right at people. So next inning, I'm probably gonna try to get under those balls because they've just been ground outs. I'm gonna try to just dip the PCI a little bit and see if I can get a little bit of lift on it.
Ball, that's inside.
He is a World Series player, so I don't know how he keeps throwing meatballs like that. His logo looks pretty dope. It just blends in with the uniform, so you can't really see it. It kind of sucks.
Counts 1-0.
I like the colors he's got going on. The shoes are meh, but the socks look pretty nice. There's like a little gold trim on them. Ooh. What do you guys think about the Mike Trout Immortal? Just the fact that they actually gave him the Immortal card. Like, accuracy, yeah. George Brett. I'm not sure if... I know some people predicted it, but I'm not sure everybody thought that was a lock. George Brett for the Immortal card. But Mike Trout has caused some controversy, so I want to know what you guys think. Bro. That's probably why he gets away with those middle pitches, is because he throws so much stuff off the plate. And I keep swinging. Why controversy? Because he's still a current player. What's up, Dan? We're talking about the Immortal Mike Trout card. What are your thoughts on it? And the fact that he got one. Controversy is the fact that he's a current player and he's still in his prime. Like, Pujols is pretty much, his career's pretty much over. He's just trying to pad stats at this point, finish out his contract and things like that. He's not a very good hitter anymore. Just like, his body of work's already there, future Hall of Famer and everything. So like, you can give Pujols an Immortal card. The difference is Mike Trout is still in his prime. Everyone is speculating other live series players. Rodimus put up a video. I'll have to check it out.
0-1.
Other live series players for Immortals. They did say, I believe, like a Clayton Kershaw Immortal card, which would be kind of cool, especially as a lefty. I don't know if we really need a lefty, but it would be kind of cool. Should be Tim Wakefield. I don't know if they have his rights, but that would be pretty cool. I could see him more as a career art card or something. I don't know if he has those kind of numbers. Yeah, they could give us another Reggie Stalker card like they did a couple years ago. I know a lot of people actually like that card. A lot of people say that Barry Bonds like deserves the Hall of Fame and all that kind of stuff. Ooh. Welcome back, Kyle. Or goodbye. I'm not sure. Okay. Lost connection, came back. Gotcha. Verlander would get one. Oh, Verlander was the one they were talking about. He has a 92, Trout has a 94. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about Verlander. He's been, he's had a couple down years, but now he's back to, like, dominant form. Of course, and then, yeah, his 92 card kind of throws it off a little bit. I'm not sure, because when they, okay, so when they talked about that Verlander card the first time, when the leak came out, and, like, I think Cougs talked about it, some other people talked about it as well. That first leak came out with the Immortal Mike Trout, which has become true. At the time, they did not have that Player of the Month Verlander card, so they could change their mind at this point. And I have a feeling that'll happen. I don't expect a Verlander Immortal to come out, especially with not a lot of people using that Verlander card. I haven't seen anybody that really likes it. Trout sounds like STS ran out of moves. No, I think they've been planning it for a while, and I think a lot of people wanted it. A lot of people didn't want it for sure. A lot of people didn't like it, but personally, I think it's great. It kind of cheapens the live series card, but I think it's cool. I think it's cool for sure. The Immortals themselves, first of all, this does not mean that the dude is a Hall of Famer. They're not putting him in the Hall of Fame, which I think a lot of people took personally as like, why are they giving this card an Immortal? He's only like in his prime, blah blah blah. Which I understand, but like, this literally means nothing. It's a video game, and he's getting a cool card. He's the best player in the game right now. If he keeps up what he's doing, he's going to be one of the greatest of all time. So yeah, like, giving an Immortal Future Stars card basically is kind of cool, in my opinion. If the White Sox got an Immortal, who would it be? I would have thought it would be Frank Thomas, but he does not have the defense. And obviously his hitting stats are basically Immortal quality. Just not the defense, I guess.
That's a ball. Ball one, no strike.
Bad years don't matter. Yeah, I was just kind of thinking of like who would deserve it the most out of live series pitchers. I'm assuming you're talking about Verlander, what I said earlier. A rookie Trout. They did do a rookie Trout a couple of years ago, yeah. And that probably will come out at some point. I think 2016 has it. I'm at 866 right now, Rodimus. Bro, if I keep hitting these hard ground balls, I'm not going to make it. But I'm at 866. I'll probably need 3 more wins, at least. Who would get that Immortal card from the White Sox, though? There we go. I'm not going to grind the event. I'm not going to touch this event. I'm going to be playing World Series games, ranked seasons games, trying to get the World Series. And then go by ear from there. I don't know what I'm going to do on stream just yet. But it seems like I don't have Spider-Man. I want to get it, but I don't want to spend $60 on a single-player game. Because if I spend $60 on a game, like The Show, I get $1,000 worth of enjoyment out of it with only spending $60. Like, I haven't bought any stubs or anything, so I've literally put in $60 to this game. Put in $60, actually less because I had a gift card for 2K, and that's going to be like hours and hours. But Spider-Man, I'm going to play for about, I don't know, a week or two, and then that's going to be it. So I can't justify spending 60. So once it drops price, then I'm going to play it for sure. It looks amazing. I watched a lot of Coog's streams when he was streaming Spider-Man. It looks amazing. I spoiled the end for myself though. I saw the last few cutscenes. That was kind of a bummer, but it'll still be a good play. I'm just gonna wait till it gets down to like $20 or something in a year or two. The Otani ended up getting the Tiant card. Wait, how much did Tiant drop? He was what, like 800 or 600 K at one point? I know a lot of people sold him for Otani, but how much did he drop by? Because he's still a 12-0 record. Your brother and I are getting, well, your brother and you are getting FIFA 19 together. Nice. He's still $1 short. You had a whole 4 days to make $1, Dan. Should have set up a lemonade stand just for 1 day just to get that $1. 2K's fun so far. I just think that baseball, like, I just love baseball, right? So I'm always gonna play the biggest baseball game available at the time, and it's just such a satisfying game when you're doing well. Oh, I had that one. It was lower than I expected. Could have been my giant Rob. What? Tiant? Mom's in New York. Come on. I was late on that one. That one was my fault, but some of those other ones down the middle were not. The good thing is, if he keeps this up, I just have to get like 3 or 4 good swings off. Just barely off center. You don't know how to make lemonade? Just use a powder, man. Toss it in the water. Sold Banks and a couple other cards. Got Tiant for 800K. One thing I didn't think about was people ask for friendly quits. True. Yeah, friendly quits have been so rampant this year. Everybody's asking for them. Like 3 games that I've played so far, 2 of them offered. 1 of them I accepted. And then finally the 3rd guy actually wanted to play.
Inside ball 3.
Network errors, then you load right back in. Interesting. I know Dan was having that issue at one point, but then I got rid of the high FPS or something. I went back to standard quality, and I think it's been working for him too. So I don't know if it's the stream issue or actual network. Technology, man, causes problems. It's only the 5th inning, so he's probably going to walk me here. He should walk me here and face the pitcher. I don't know if he will now. That was a very hittable pitch, actually. He might have jammed me just enough. Yeah. I think I have to pull these pitches. I've been hitting him up the middle a little too much. Maybe I'll try to pull him a little bit more too. I don't know, man. I'm just like, the PCI sitting in the middle of the zone, and I'm just swinging. Is this his... Wait. Why is bench pitching? What is happening? Deep pinch hit? Wait, you're getting network errors for the game itself? I thought you were talking about the stream. My bad. Yeah. Whenever I try to grind, that happens. Oh, not whenever, but there was like when the Immortals came out, I had major internet issues, so it was getting really frustrating to like back out of every game. Got the gold Nolan Ryan today. Very nice. I feel like that card was kind of good. Wait, I thought it was a diamond Nolan Ryan. Swolf has got the fix for you. Not that kind of fix.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
You're grinding for the bread as well. Nice. Yeah, Brett's a great option for people that already don't have stacked lineups. He is a usable card with 80 power. But I feel like those guys with 100 plus contact,
I got the count, 2 and 2.
I don't know, they hit the ball kind of weird. They got long swings and stuff. So hopefully Brett's not that way. But he does seem like a usable card. This guy keeps sitting on buttons. I don't know if he's trying to cheese or what, but he seems like he's trying to cheese. Trying to get off the schneid. Yikes. Strike? Alright. Good enough. Oh, the first Nolan's the reliever. True. Yeah, I think that card was actually pretty good. Nolan's got some good cards then. I believe he does have a diamond starter as well. And then of course the Immortal. He is cheesing. He took out Immortal Seaver so that he could pitch Darren O'Day. You got the Eddie Murray, nice. Get down the line. Oh, I've done that a few times. Some people, for some reason, someone shifted against Sabathia one time, and I hit it down the line twice, got 2 base hits with him in a game. How do I square up that ball but nothing else? Should you save up your stubs for O'Day? Didn't you do that at one point actually, or did you like sell all your O'Days or something like that? I feel like that happened one day. But yeah, man, save up your stubs, get O'Day, get Alex Wood, get John Gant. No, not John Gant. Who's that guy? Daniel Mengden. Do I think it's cheese to use a cap as a closer? No, I don't think so. Unless he's got a funky delivery. By the way, I don't feel bad about people cheesing. Like people that pitch O'Day, excuse me, O'Day or like Necro. I hit those guys pretty decent, so I don't mind. But in general, people bring them out of the bullpen. Like you hold a gold in your bullpen off of an Immortal. Or a silver, like Necro. Is he a silver? I think he's a silver. So you hold like silvers and golds in your bullpen. That's kind of cheesy. When they have a funky delivery. Some guys you just pitch well with and there's no reason, which is fine. But the reason for O'Day and Necro is because they're cheese. Pat Neshek, yeah. So is that something I should add? Yeah, so I was asking earlier. I have a video tonight coming out about, first of all, clutch hitting, 2-out hitting, runners in scoring position, stuff like that. But then tomorrow I want to do a video about beating cheese. And for now, it's the only stuff I have in there is like beating speed cheese. So I want to know what other kind of cheese I should talk about. Like, is it worth it for me to talk about Necro and like these kind of cheese relief pitchers, or is there other cheese I should talk about and how to beat it? So Necro is bronze. So yeah, keeping bronze in and the golds alongside of your Immortals and diamond cards. Kind of strange. But if you're just like dominating, let's say with like Roberto Ozuna or someone, he's a clean card. Like he's for some people he's as good as diamonds as well. Some people can't afford those diamonds, like they spent all that time grinding for the Immortals and then they don't have the stubs for relievers, which actually was my case for a little while. That's fine too. But bringing out the Immortal early in a one-run game, strange. Should you go back to 17 to get the finest programs? I actually did that. I don't know if you were there for that pack opening. I think it's somewhere on the channel. I mean, you can. It's fun because you pull like some nice diamonds, but those diamonds are only worth like 5 or 6K at this point. Thoughts on Ted Williams? The new diamond Ted Williams? I think it's cool that they gave it to us. He's absolutely useless for a lot of people. But for those who don't have Immortals, that don't have a lot of diamonds, getting into the game late or didn't spend any money, didn't have time to grind, he's a decent card. He can hit a little bit. I would have liked to see a card with a little bit more power, of course. He's on that weird threshold for me, which is that 60 power, 70 and under basically. So it's going to depend on his swing. Like if he has a really nice swing, he can turn that 68 power into like 80 power at least. But if he doesn't have that kind of good swing, like if he's like a slap hitter swing kind of thing, he might not be worth it.
No, he's in there.
You got one card, use him a little. He's an 88, nobody has hit him. Funky delivery. I was like, did I accidentally steal? Usually use my cap at second base, but made both. Okay. Schwarber or grind Piazza. Schwarber's cheese. Piazza's a little less cheese. True. I think Schwarber's worth it. Especially if you don't have a ton of lefties in your lineup. Schwarber's a great card. Your defense is going to get wrecked. But honestly, Piazza doesn't throw well either. So like if you're not going to throw well, you might as well go all the way and get the better hitter. Which in my opinion is Schwarber. Like, Piazza's turned it on for me recently, but like for the longest time he wasn't a great card. And Schwarber kills me every time I face him, so... Yeah, but if you're gonna go like platoon, you might as well just get Johnny Bench, that diamond Johnny Bench from the career arcs, and just have that on your bench if you're gonna try to platoon. Because Piazza, obviously the Piazza grind is just so long, and if you're planning on using Schwarber, do not get Mike Piazza. That's gonna be my advice for you, just because of the time consumption. The time it takes to get Piazza, if you're not going to use him as your main guy, don't waste your time getting him. He's not that game changing enough for you to put time into it. Now someone like Griffey, Pujols Pujols is a great hitter for me. Can do everything, but Piazza for me, I think like defense is even more important sometimes at the catcher position. Johnny Bench is like good enough, I think. What's up, James? How's it going? I haven't thrown the changeup much at all. Sorry. How long did the grind for your creative player take, and is it worth it? It is worth it, yes. Definitely. The most important part about the creative player, first of all, you get the equipment and stuff, so basically it's going to be like an Immortal card. But on top of that, you get to choose his batting stance. So basically you get to tinker and tinker until the point where like you've got the best stance that you can get for him, like the thing that you're most comfortable with, and it's always going to be good. Bro. So yeah, he's definitely worth it. Definitely worth the grind. He's there's no better card at second base than the created player, especially this year with like power and everything. And in my opinion, you guys have heard me say that I love having a great defender at second base, just because they cover so much ground in this game, and there's a lot of good hitting lefties that hit the ball in the hole. So if you can make plays at second base, it's a big deal. And nobody can do both. Like, there's a couple of good hitters, like the new Daniel Murphy card that came out, the Jackie Robinson, and who's the other one? Matt Carpenter, I guess Jose Ramirez too. None of those have like 5 tools, right? Oh boy. Only at 78 right now though. Okay, so if you're going through second base right now, and you're already 78 actually, that's pretty good. Yeah, you've only got, what, 3 more iterations left? Totally worth it. Because once you get like the 85 overall diamond, you can probably throw him in your ranked seasons lineup. And at that point, you're just trying to make him eat innings. And he's still like a decent hitter, so absolutely. Beginning of the year, I thought about getting Frank Thomas, but never got it. He's pretty good. He's got quite the grind, but it is a first baseman grind, so there's a lot of good hitters at first base. So it's not as bad as it could be. We are in the 9th inning, which I just realized. So I want to warm up Immortal Wagner. Who do I want to use? I don't know if I want to use Gagne for the first time right now, but I guess I've used him in BR, so I could warm him up. I really like the Sergio Romo card out of Conquest of Destiny. Like, he's got a lot of movement, a lot of good control. He doesn't have the velocity, but
Nope, that's a ball.
he kind of throws under the hitting speed, so he's a good option.
That's out.
Use Romo. Alright, I'm going to go... we'll throw this at bat, and then I'll go warm up Romo instead. No, he's got a created player named Derek Jeter. Yikes.
That ball's foul.
I just need to get to 2 strikes, and then I'm going to strike him out on a curveball down the middle.
D-Rod.
Close. Yeah, one of these days. I don't know how far away they are from getting Derek Jeter's eligibility for his rights and everything. But that'll be cool. There's going to be like a whole wave of guys that are recently retired, which is going to be nice. Because they had like good live series cards about retiring and things like that. Ooh, got him. Lucky. Actually, that was a good location. I'll take credit for that one. We gotta make 2 more outs, though. This dude,
1-0.
he didn't really cheese. Like, he didn't go all out and cheese, but, like, he just hasn't put the bat on the ball. So I've gotten lucky. But this dude was throwing me fastballs down the middle, like sinkers right down the middle. Probably 4 or 5 per inning. Not per inning. At least 2 per inning. He threw fastballs down the middle. And I did not do anything with them. Mariano Rivera next year. That'd be awesome. He's got to get an Immortal card. Assuming they do something like that again next year. I don't think they're going to lay it out the way they did this year, but he's going to have an end game card for sure. If he's eligible.
Ball 1, no
I believe once a player is in the Hall of Fame, they're back in the MLB PA or something like that, or whatever the rights organization is. I think the MLB The Show, I believe, has rights to cards in the Hall of Fame, to people in the Hall of Fame. So I'm assuming that'll be it for him. Oh, wow. Hopefully they get a Jim Thome card as well. He'd be nice. Immortal Lou Gehrig. That would be cool. I think they can, you know, because they did have Lou Gehrig in MVP 05. So the rights are available somewhere. I just don't know if MLB The Show has them. But every year they get rights to new Immortals, or to new, like, Legends. So I would assume Lou Gehrig would come in one of these days. All right, we got the W. CC's 15-3. That's not bad. A lot of that's offline, but he's been in my rotation online for quite a while as well. That's pretty good. We got a plus 20 on that. Not bad. So if we can get one more win against a guy in the 800s, we'll be in World Series. Man, I thought my congestion was getting better, but it's starting to lose my voice again. Hopefully, man. What am I at? 886. So I just need 14. 14 I can usually get from definitely anybody from Championship Series and above. Sometimes I can get it from someone in whatever tiers below this one, division or whatever. What other cards do you guys want to get? Did I grind the Kopech yet? You know, that's the one card that I should get. But I haven't grinded any of these cards because I'm not going to use them, first of all. I'm not going to use them in ranked season. Let me see if I can open the window a little bit. I'm not going to use any of those cards in ranked seasons. Not going to be using George Brett except for maybe... Well, I could use him in left field right now. But he's probably going to be a bench bat long term. Thanks, Dan, for spending your boredom here with us. Welcome back. But yeah, I'm a White Sox fan, so I should get that Kopech card just for case. I like that they had Moncada last year too, as like the main guy, and that swing was so nice. Man, that Moncada card, he was okay against righties and pretty trash against lefties, but that dude pitched well, or he hit well. I actually made his swing my created player swing after that. But Kopech looks nice as well. How do they do the point system? Because in wild card games that are like 22 and others like 50. I don't know how they rate like the pluses and minuses after a game, like to a T. I don't know what their algorithm is. I do know that like the better the player is, the better the player is, the more points you get for it, the less you get for losing against them usually. In terms of actually matching up, it's based on your actual ranked seasons rating as well as how good your team is. But I don't know like how much they adjust those numbers for. Like if you're so if you're in like 400 and you beat someone that's like 800 or something, which I'm pretty sure I've lost to someone at least in the 600s for sure when I was in the 800s. But in that case, you can get like 30, 40, 50 points. When you're playing someone that's in the 800s while you're in the 800s, it's going to be about 14 to 20 points. And if it's anything lower than 800, then you're probably going to get like +7, +10. So yeah, not totally sure. Anybody know that Kopech actually throws 99? Yeah, I'm a White Sox fan. So when he came up this year, he obviously got injured, and I don't know if his velocity was already down or not. But physically, he can throw 104. Or was it 105? I know he threw like a medicine, or not a medicine ball, but like a lighter ball. It wasn't a baseball. He threw something at 109, I believe. So his velocity can top out 100 plus for sure. But when he came up and pitched a few games this year, he was throwing a lot around 95, 97. But he was taking a few miles an hour off. He does have maximum capability for sure. At one point, his goal was to throw 107 in a game, I believe. But I don't think he's trying to do that anymore. I think he knows it's kind of useless. Unless he can do it like consistently. He's just learning how to pitch right now. Once he gets healthy, I guess. I was hoping the White Sox could pull a Braves next year and just turn their rebuild around real quick, but I don't think that's going to happen, especially with Kopech waiting for his injury to heal up. Bro, this Kenny Lofton card, it kills me, man. There's always something stupid that happens. Like that. I think this guy's speed cheesing, actually. No. Is that D. Gordon playing third, or is that Alex Gordon? Might be Alex Gordon. No, he's just got a couple of speed guys at the top. But he is kind of speed cheesing. Like, he put a silver guy in there, so... Interesting. Your mom's home, nice. Sadly, you're a Pirates fan. Yeah, I guess they're rebuilding too, right? They got rid of McCutcheon, obviously. How's that rebuild looking though? Because I thought they got really hot during the summer or something, right? And then they just kind of cooled off. That's a strike. Call that a strike, man. Oh, that is a strike. Revere, yeah, he put a freaking silver Revere. This card hits amazing though, I'm telling you, man. I used this guy in BR a couple times. I don't know if it was this year or last year, but he's amazing. Good swing. Should I just go home with it? Oh, he cheesed me. Dude, I thought he was going home for sure. This is exactly what the video is on tomorrow too, about how to beat speed cheese. And I fell for it. I'm just gonna let him run. Nice, baby moose. How is he doing so far? Have you used him in online yet? This guy looks like he cannot hit. I don't know if he's like trying to set me up or something, but he looks like he cannot hit. He's swung through a lot of stuff. This is incredible. This is a perfect gameplay for me to record and put into the video tomorrow. Perfect. Welcome back, Dan. 13-game win streak and barely won after that. Gotcha. Let's step off here. There's been a time where I threw to third base at that point when he just kept leading off, and then he stole home on me. All right, we're gonna go to third base here. We're gonna get him out, dude. No, only CPU. Gotcha. Let me know how he goes because... Oh, he does have D. Gordon betting, whatever. Barehand it, please. Dude, this game, man. Gonna go eat some dumplings soon. Dumplings sound great right now. He deserved one run. He did not deserve the others. The other. Yeah, Piazza gets he gets run on a lot. I'm not good at holding runners on, but I also don't care if people steal for the most part. This guy's holding on to the button too. I'm gonna let him take another step because I want him to run. I don't want to throw to third base because I know he's gonna steal home at that point, and Chipper's probably not going to be able to turn around and throw it. You're like John Lester. Accurate. That's a good point. I don't throw over at all. What's the point if you can't hit that pitch? I think he's throwing gold Ohtani. That's what it said in the original lineup, but I don't know if it just glitched and it's actually the diamond Ohtani. I'm gonna guess it's actually the gold. That's why you gotta throw the splitter, man. I think I answered your question, Dan. Inadvertently. I didn't even see that you asked that. But now he's got me set up for that splitter. Yeah. But that's a bad splitter. That's actually very hittable, so I'm not concerned right now. It's just going to be a matter of keeping those speed runners off base.
He's out.
This guy's a goof, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you're enjoying so far. Welcome to everybody who's new, by the way. Do I even have a command for like? I don't even remember now. You can hit terrible with every... Wait, you can hit every immortal? You can hit with every immortal besides Vlad and Babe, and it's terrible. Yikes. Ooh! I love getting that pitch with Bell. Like that low and in slider, he kills that one. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody that's really struggled with Babe so far. But I know some people struggle with Vlad. There's some weird stuff with the shift that he gets beat with sometimes. But I know some people have some issues with Vlad. How are you doing with Vlad, Swole? Swing late with Babe. Yeah, he's got that hitch, right? He's kind of similar to Stan Musial, I think. He's got like a... Stan like brings his hands like really far and like loops around so you can't really hit the inside pitch sometimes. I think Babe is kind of similar. So you kind of have to pull outside pitches with those kind of guys, I think. Yeah, Swolf is the official... Swolf is the real dude food. I'm just kind of like sitting here in a chair. But if you want answers, you talk to Swolf. Swolf's gone 12-0 a few times. He got Tiant and he got who did you get recently? Ralph Kiner. And he's like 5-2 against me. You don't like the Vlad stance? I've used him in VR a few times. I absolutely mash with Vlad. But of course it's going to be against like not as good pitching. But I actually love his swing. He's got a weird glitchy thing at the end when he finishes his home run animation. But in general it just works for me for some reason. Ooh. I don't think I was going to make that play if I didn't dive, so... Sometimes I dive past the ball, which I didn't need to. Or like, there's actually some times where you dive, and you don't dive past the ball, you dive short of the ball, when you would have just run to it faster somehow. Which is really frustrating. He's not a Rio pitcher, why are you playing in... Dan could probably beat anybody. I mean, he's basically like a combination of Steph Curry and LeBron. His words, not mine. Your current bronze level 90, you don't know how people get to diamond. It's from all of the position player programs, which aren't too bad. And the career arcs, basically, and Immortals. All those programs, they give you a lot of XP. It's not from playing games, that's for sure. If you just play a bunch of games, then, yeah, I guess you're barely going to get to silver by the end of the year. But, yeah, the XP doesn't really matter, except they did confirm, guys, they did confirm a ticket counter Immortal. He's going to be between, I think they said 12 and 15k tickets. They did confirm a ticket counter Immortal. I forgot to mention that. I don't know if everybody saw the actual Rosie Leclerc. This is a good card. He's been dominating me every time I face him. But just pull something on the ground, try to get this guy to third base. Try to get a runner at third base with 1 out so I can knock him in, manufacture a run. Nope, go back. What's up, Heat Plays? On the mound for me today. Who is on the mound for me? I do not remember. I want to say it's Nolan Ryan, but I don't think it is. See, that's the pitch I was talking about Babe, right? The low and outside pitch you can actually pull. But the low and inside pitch, for some reason, he's got weird animations and he can't hit that low inside pitch. But that low and away pitch, he pulls it really well. He's going to be a level 0 diamond, yeah. So that's the thing about XP. That's really the only reason. Who's talking about that? James? Yeah, James. That's the only reason you'd want more XP, so you can get ticket counter cards. But if you don't do the programs, you won't have enough tickets to get the ticket counter card anyway. So like you're not really losing anything unless you really want to get to that card. Yeah, this guy's he's major cheese. He's got 3 or 4 speed guys. He's got a D Gordon card in there. Leadoff is Kenny Lofton, which is cool because he's a diamond. He's great overall. But then he's got Ben Revere batting second. Yikes. Ooh, at least it wasn't a double play. 14K tickets, perfect. You'll probably be able to get him easy enough. Ooh, but then you can't get Schwarber. I just don't know when the ticket counter card's going to come out. And I don't know how much I'm going to be playing the game at that point. Like, I barely got to use Beltran, you know? Like, I barely got to use Beltran. I barely got to use Roberto Alomar because it was so late in the year. I was just playing, like, online franchise and stuff at that point. But yeah, if you're trying to get a card to use, like, tomorrow, just go for Schwarber. He's definitely going to be worth it. You're going to get run on if you're playing him at catcher, but he's a great hitter. You have 123 tickets, nice. You have until October 14th. Yeah, you'll probably get some more tickets in between. How much is Schwarber worth? Let's see if he walks me. Yeah, smart move. Is it CC on the mound again, actually? No, Brett Saberhagen. There you go. That's the answer. He plays, Brett Saberhagen is on the mound. Dude, I hate online. I mean, I hate the show 17. I almost didn't buy the show 18 this year, honestly, because I hated 17 so much. I mean, I was good at it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm hitting 250 or something this year, 260 maybe. Last year, I was hitting a solid 300 to 330 the whole year. Because, I was really good at hitting opposite field. And I hit for power opposite field as well, so like I was good at it, I just hated it. And there was like there's a lot of cheese in that game as well. Yoicks. Alright, Mike Schmidt's gonna make that play though. Good. It's funny. I also played a lot of online franchise, and the thing was I would play the White Sox, right, and they would be a rebuild team, and I'd still make it to the playoffs pretty often. But then after like 3-4 months, my team would be OP, and I would go like 28-1 for each season. Eventually we got some better players, so it was like I would go like 23-5 or something. And then I would have to go on like vacation or something, or I would be like, you guys know I'm gone for like every other weekend because I go back to my parents' house. So that would happen, and then all of a sudden I would end up missing the playoffs like half the time, like not being available, or I would miss a few games here or there. I would have to take some forfeited losses. Oh, this guy doesn't even have Diamond D Gordon. He has the silver live series. I thought it was the diamond card. I think the dumping safe ready. You think the dumplings are ready? Send me some, man. I could go for some dumplings. The DudeFood is hungry. Yikes. We're not going to make this play. He's going to cheese, though. Alright. Wow, this guy is master cheese. This guy's the absolute master of cheese. I've never played someone that cheeses this well before.
Counts 1-0. Safe.
Like, you gotta understand, that pump fake gets 99% of players, which is what I was hoping you would do, because I want to put it in the video for tomorrow. Otherwise, I have to, like, scrub through hours of footage and find a time where I pick a guy off with a pump fake. But he didn't fall for it. He was all or nothing there. Like, he's been cheesing for so long and fallen for enough pump fakes to the point where he's learned not to go for the pump fake and just run back to the base. Like, he's mastered the cheese. What?
He's in there.
Why is he so slow?
On the tag. He's out.
D's a gold, not a diamond. His flashback card? I thought he had a diamond flashback. I think he did last year, maybe. I know he had a diamond card sitting around somewhere. Maybe it wasn't this year. But we still got the lead. It's 4-3. What did I do? I had a 2-run homer with Musial. And something else. I don't even remember at this point.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think I hit a solo home run with Ken Griffey Jr. Yikes. Yeah, Leclerc has a great splitter. Splitters, a lot of people say, are the best pitch in the game this year. If you throw it off the fastball properly, it's going to be great for you. Personally, I like the sinker, because you can kind of spam sinkers. Splitters can get hit hard if you hang them.
2 strikes.
But sinkers have that lateral movement, which I like. So it messes you up with the depth and the direction. I thought I had that one a little bit early, though. That's how you throw it properly. Like, he threw it to me early in that bat, but then he threw a bunch of other stuff, and then he finished it off with the splitter. Some people try to spam the splitter, and you can't really do that. Like, if you throw it 3-4 times in a row, you can kind of sit on it, and a lot of people will just drop their PCI, right? So if you drop your PCI, and then it just kind of lands on the splitter, you can really put a jolt into it, because it's gonna be lined up properly as the first thing. The difference between the splitter and the sinker, since it drops straight down, and you just drop your PCI on it, your like vertical is going to be good, so that part's going to be squared up, and then if it just happens to land in the right spot, it's going to be hit pretty hard. That's why you can't spam the splitter usually. Some people get away with it, but generally not a good idea. I'm trying to work on a schedule for daily streams. Right now I've been doing basically every other week. It's been like 3 or 4 streams, and then the other weeks it's 1 stream. But I think once midterms are finished, I might be able to just go ahead and do like daily streams, not long ones, but maybe an hour or 2 every day. But it seems like a lot more people are coming to the MLB streams. Obviously everybody's at the channel for the MLB tips and everything, so I'll probably stream a little bit more MLB than I would 2K. But I will continue to stream 2K a little bit. But as long as like we've got a lot more people in here today than we did for the 2K streams, because of that. Just do a knuckleball. Cool. Perfect. We're gonna hit 4 home runs. Yeah, because of that, we're gonna do some more MLB streams instead.
I got the count 1 and 2.
All right, someone's getting an insta ban. I barely saw like 2 words of what this dude said. I almost accidentally hit the add as moderator button.
He's got him on the rope already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Energy, it's full. So it's not the Diamond Necro. Diamond Necro also throws 5 pitches. Bruh. I had that one. See, well, I can't even see the PCI. That's cool. That's cool. Had that one too. You're about to get the Nelson Cruz Diamond. Nice. Great card. He's got a kind of funky swing. For some reason, all the right fielders in this game have funky swings. They all finish their swings really strangely. Like there's a swing and then they like glitch and then like double swing halfway through. I feel like Trumbo does that. Cruz does that a little bit. Vlad does that. So yeah, it just seems to be right fielders for some reason. But it looks glitchy. That's the thing. I'm saying it looks glitchy, but he's still a cheat code. He's still great. Welcome back, Dan. How are those dumplings? This guy is more cheesy than a cheeseburger. I mean, everything's more cheesy than a McDonald's cheeseburger, right? Put half a freaking slice of cheese on it. You find it weird that Chris Davis is a common? True, man. Did you face him in an event? I mean, he probably deserves it. Like, the power's still up there. But, man, I didn't think that was going to happen to him, honestly. I remember watching, like, his, whatever, 50 home run season. The dude had a nice swing. I didn't think he was ever going to fall apart like this. But it's pretty ugly right now. We saw it with Adam Dunn in Chicago, which was amazing. His swing fell apart for us. But he did pick it up the year after, which was kind of weird. Like, he hit, I don't know, 11 home runs that year or something. It was a bad decision. Chris Davis should retire. How long is left on his contract? I thought he still had another year. He's not going to retire after that major contract. He has no incentive to retire. But if he doesn't, if his contract is up after this year, then yeah, he'll probably retire. Nobody's paying him, unless he really wants to work back for the minor leagues. This guy's also sitting on R2, so like, yeah. This was the difference when I was using fisheye. I could see that second base, and it would be a little bit easier to pick guys off and like make good decisions about where to throw. But now that I flip back to the pitcher side, it's kind of different. Yeah, he doesn't have Billy Hamilton. I guess I'm almost positive he has him on his bench, and I'm sure he was using him in the outfield before he picked up Kenny Lofton. But he's also got some like random cards, like Alex Gordon at third base. That looks like Brett Gardner. Yeah, he's got some other random cards in there. I guess this is the only way for him to compete to get to World Series. Why don't I pitch out? I do sometimes. I'm just not thinking right now. Looking back at the chat. My brain's only half working for this game. Yo. Just need to run into one. I played AXVR when he pitched Necro. And the dude threw me... I hit like 8 lineouts at least against him. And got nothing out of it. That's generally what happens with me against Necro. The Diamond Jacoby Ellsbury? That didn't look like his face though. I'll take a look at the lineup after this at-bat. If it's Brett Gardner, you owe me, Dan. Get up the middle, please. Thank you. I did not need to swing at that, but so much better in Battle Royale than Ranked. Interesting. Swolf is similar. He just hasn't had a lot of experience playing ranked season, so I'm sure he'll be good once he does put the time in. Left field is Gardner. Who did he take out? He took out JD Martinez, put in Gardner. Yikes, bro. Safe. Alright. Fuchsia. What about Fuchsia? Ooh, I didn't give him... Oh, this isn't Necro, it's Stephen Wright. Thought it was Necro the whole time. Alright, we're just going to fireball past him. And slow ball him at the same time. I don't want to burn Stargell right now. I'm going to go Duke. Oh, instead of the F word. Smart, man, smart. What was I saying? So much better in Battle Royale than Ranked. Yeah, I'm the opposite, though. So Swolf is kind of similar to you. I'm sure he'll be fine when he starts playing a lot of Ranked, but... yeah, I'm terrible at Battle Royale. But, I mean, I play a lot of games, so I get to World Series eventually, but... I'm basically 2 wins per loss, which is hard to go through Battle Royale like that. It's hard for me to streak. Because when I play good players in ranked seasons, I beat them late in the game. They break down or something. I keep the pressure on them. But in Battle Royale, you only get 3 innings, so like anything can happen in that time. I'm not good enough to just dominate everybody like that. All you need is Beltron. You see that Bradley Cooper died? Is that true? I just saw like something of him yesterday. Did it just happen right now? I need someone that I can trust to confirm that. All you need is Beltron? Is there a Beltron card this year? Well, Beltron just retired last year, right? So he's not going to be in this year. How'd I get that Chapman? I bought him. Use my stubs. Oh, Bradley Cooper. Yeah. I did see that from Dodger Films. Sad to see, man. There was a time where I was watching Dodger Films softball like all the time. I didn't like the live series Chapman, but I mean, so far this Chapman's good enough. He's not that much different. He's just got like better per 9s or something like that. So it is what it is. Wait, was he using Necro before? Remember when Fireball was a tank? Was he that like really, not old, he was probably like in his 30s or something, but he's like really lean and wore tight shirts or something? I barely remember anybody from that. That ball was down the middle and then it wasn't. Yeah, he was insane. There we go. Finally. Costco. I don't know if do I remember Costco? I don't think I do. I barely remember anybody's names. Kiara's sister. Says weird things when he comes up to bat. Ooh, Betances. Finally not a cheese pick. But he also gets hammered usually.
Nope. Counts 1-1.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched Dodger films in about 2 years though. Potato Latos? I don't think so. Whoever was around 2 years ago, I've probably seen them, and I probably just don't remember who they are. Get up. Does it have enough? No, not in this ballpark. Javi? There's a lot of Javis, man. I don't remember Javi off the top of my head, to be honest with you. Benny, I do remember Benny. Bobby, like Bobby Crosby? I mean, I do remember Bobby Crosby. Alright, we've got 3 innings to cover. The question is, do I bring in Hoffman to face Thomas and then bring in McGee to face the lefties? Because McGee could probably go 2 innings, and then I'll have Immortal Wagner for the 9th. I'm going to have to say that's going to be the move. So let me do a mound visit. The wind's blowing way in, by the way. Otherwise, that home run, or that pitch, that swing from Piazza would have been a home run. Testing my memory. Thanks, Dan. I don't know if I'm that old that I'm going to forget everything. But we got him to burn a pinch hitter. He's got Ted Williams up. So let's see how good of a card this guy actually is. I think this guy's a directional hitter. Because he's hit everything on the ground. Let's go Rob Nen. Jake McGee's going to be in for about 2 innings. I'm testing him, Cheeser. Wait, 160 what? Was that his batting average? Just want to give him a different look. I don't know why I pitched out on that. I have a feeling like he's going to try to steal with a slow guy anyway. Let me throw out here. See, he did try to steal with him. Told you. 160, nice, nice, nice. Welcome to whoever was the 160th. We were at 159 a couple days ago, and then we dropped to 158. Welcome to everybody who's joined. Make sure you hit the like button if you are enjoying. And we're just going to get the 1. We're not going to bother with the 2. Your dad explained that you move zone with the PCI. Yeah. Zone's definitely a lot better if you can get used to it. Some people can't. This guy's just cheese. He's just trying to hit the ball on the ground, which if you do have a speed team, it's probably the smart move. I'm not going to complain about it, but I know that's what he's trying to do. But yeah, directional is just harder, I think, because you don't get to control it. You're going to be less than what your potential is. Wow. I knew that was coming as soon as I let go of the ball. This guy's earned like 1 run. I guess I have no authority to do a video on how to beat cheesers, which was the goal for tomorrow, but I'm basically just outslugging him right now. Or by the time I win this game, I'm going to have outslugged him. Welcome back, Swolf. I usually hit Ozuna pretty well. His fastball and slurve are his only viable pitches. His changeup doesn't move, and cutters are terrible pitches to throw this year. Barely missed it. iPhone 6. Wow. Alright, see ya, Swolf. True, true. Smart move. Dan's got the ideas. So he threw me a few changeups actually in the first at bat. So I'll keep an eye on that. There's another changeup. Is he gonna go with another cutter here? Cutter away maybe? He went with a slurve right down the middle. And I was just late on it. If I had been early on that pitch, it would have been gone because it was right down the middle.
Ball one, no strike.
The thing is, I have my pitcher on deck. So if Albert Bell gets on base, that means I have to burn Jake McGee. And Immortal Wagner's gonna be my only lefty left on the bench. Or in the bullpen. I could definitely go 2 innings with him, but I just don't want to. Alright, well, it's not like I can just hit with a pitcher here. He does have Giambi up. The other guys are all, like, at the top of the lineup, they're not dangerous hitters, they're just speed guys. So it doesn't matter too much, but I can't face Jason Giambi with a right-handed pitcher. So I think we have to go Stargell here. He might make a move to switch it up, but yeah, looks like he's going to go lefty. You had George and Gary Sanchez. They both went down. So you sold them Lou Brock, Guy Yelich, and Hader. 1 second, sorry. And someone on my bench for catcher. 14K Stubbs left. That's a lot to read. Ooh.
Two balls, one strike. The count.
Lou Brock is pretty good. As long as the hitter is a diamond, I think it's not cheese. So like someone having, like I've had Victor Robles on my bench for a long time. If you have Lou Brock, who else has speed? Does Joe Morgan have speed? Yeah, but Dan also gets banned a lot, so not for me. From Nightbot, you hit a dinger. Power is worth more than speed, absolutely. In this game, just because of the way, like if you use directional, you hit the ball on the ground, like this guy's doing, you can score 6 runs against a lot of people. Like my defense is usually solid. Bro, that should have been gone. There we go. Yeah, so like if you got the speed, you can score a lot of runs. Power takes more skill in my opinion. Overall, like you can, like power wins you random games. That's the thing though. So power can win you a lot of random games. You can win games that you didn't really deserve to win or deserve to lose if the other person had a lot of power. But what was I gonna say? But overall, when you play like 100 games or something, you don't necessarily need all that power to win games. No, that's maybe not true. That might not be true, actually. I'm just thinking of like Immortals and how overpowered they are. Like at this point, it's really hard to compete with people that don't have Immortals or great pitchers to counteract them. So maybe not. But of course, power is definitely the meta. And it's definitely the way that real baseball is going as well. So I don't mind the fact that like power is the meta in this game because that's just how baseball is right now. And I don't think power is super cheese either. I would like, I think, so the way that they calculate a player's power in this game is by using their ISO average or whatever it's called, isolated power, and it takes away all the singles from their hits. So like doubles and home runs and all that. But that's the interesting thing. That's the interesting thing though, right? Is that they have doubles in that statistic. So if someone has 100 power, it could be that they hit like 100 doubles and 0 home runs. But I don't know how that results coming back into the game, right? I'm not sure if this guy hit a large ISO number, so he's got big power, Now, does that result in you hitting more doubles and home runs? Or does it purely affect your exit velocity, which is what I think it should be. I'm not sure if it is, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking the power statistic that you have should only affect how hard you hit the ball based on your PCI location and your contact rating. But I have a feeling that the power rating actually affects whether you're hitting the ball in the gap more often than like a lower power rating. If anybody has info on that, feel free to share. Get in the hole. Jose Fernandez next year? Doubtful. His death was kind of controversial. And definitely not next year. It's only been a couple of years, I think. Wait. Your mom asked you a question? Yeah, I don't think Jose Fernandez gets a card. You hate how Ozuna was at an 84 going to an 87 and then you got it downgraded? Did he get downgraded? I thought he was still 84.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought he was going to go diamond at some point, but I haven't really been following his numbers. I really don't want to go to extras with this guy. He's going to cheese hard in the 9th. I did have Josh Hader. I've been keeping him around. He's an 82 now. Wow. That's what domestic violence does for you, I guess. It took him a while, though. But you're right. He's been, like, every day that I had him, when I used him for the longest time, it was just 84 upgraded to an 87. And he still is upgraded to an 87 today with his inside edge. What? Ozuna, yeah. That would have been hilarious if he was safe. Alright, we gotta refocus here. I forgot I was playing a game. Here we go. Oh, wow. Who's he got coming? He's got Posey, and then he's got a pitcher. He's got a bunch of lefties. Guess who's up, Dan? Oh, wow. It's not even, excuse me. It's not even Billy Hamilton. Emilio Bonifacio. I needed to save the pickoff for that moment. I hadn't picked off all game, except for maybe like once or twice, but not at first base before.
0-2. Inside, ball 1.
Clutch up for this. Watch this guy be like 700. He only got to World Series like his first month. Hasn't been back since. Should I report this guy afterwards? I don't know. He hasn't really taken advantage. He did take advantage at third base a few times with massive leadoffs. So that's kind of cheese. Like, just having a cheese lineup isn't cheating or taking advantage of animations and things like that. But when you use that speed to take massive leadoffs off third base and then try to steal home, I think that's considered cheating. What does that even mean? Yeah, World Series? I'm hoping so, man. I don't have any lefties off the bench anymore. I've just been trying to hit balls on the ground to the opposite side for like the last few innings. Let's see if I can pull a slider here. Oh. Laid on it. His slider might be faster than his sinker.
Nope. That's contact.
That changeup doesn't help either. Was it earlier? Was it easier to make World Series early in the year? I think so, because a lot of people were grinding. A lot of players that thought they were going to get to the top were grinding. Like, you didn't see Pitching Rebel playing the first couple seasons or something. So I think the competition was reduced. And then the PCI stuff was also different. So this kind of guy, I don't think it matters. But like in general, a lot of people had issues hitting after the patch. So hitting was definitely easier earlier in the year. But obviously that's like an even playing field. So I can't say it was easier, but hitting was easier. What's up, Sharkbait? I do have 2K. Oh no. I'm in the 10th with a cheeser. Man, I'm happy I'm in the 10th with a cheeser rather than losing early in the game, which like I almost did. I do have 2K. I've been playing a lot, and I've also streamed a couple times, and I might do some more streams, but I'm gonna probably do a lot more MLB streams. There's a lot more people here than there were on the 2K stream. You're on a different account now, gotcha. With 2 outs, I'm gonna continue to pitch with Wagner. Yeah. If it wasn't 2 outs, I might not. Yeah, guys, on this channel, if you're gonna eat food, you're not allowed to eat unless you tell everybody what you eat. Just so you know. Tacos. Pure Shot Creator. Cheese, man. Isn't that the cheese build this year? Pure Shot Creator. That's what I've heard. I don't really know. Because the Pure Shot Creators just like, they go mid-range, they do some dribble moves, and then they like dash to the side so nobody can guard them, and then do like a side fadeaway, and it goes in every time. You're just a bum. Fair enough. If you acknowledge it, then that's fine. I'm also pretty trash. You're eating pork chops. Interesting, interesting. You are a pure sharp. I am a two-way sharp shooting small forward, 6'10", 240 or something like that. I'm kind of regretting it right now. It just depends. I need to get the right synergy. Like, I've played with a couple guys on twos, which like they pass the ball properly and like they cut nicely, but the problem is my guy is just like a tweener, so he can't handle the ball at all, and then he also like can't rebound against big rebounders, but he's a good mismatch killer. Like if he's facing a rebounder, then I just have to make sure I'm hitting a lot of shots. Get up. That's not gonna go. Playmaking, sharp, or shot creating. Yeah, I guess it just depends if you're better at passing or if you're better at dribbling, I guess, and trying to create your own shot, obviously. Come on, man, that's a perfect swing. Shot creating playmaker. Especially if you're playing a guard, that's probably pretty nice. But my guy can rain threes on the park. I was watching Agent 00, and he's got his jump shots on his channel, so I use that one, and that thing greens everything, as long as I'm open. So it's been fun, but it's nice to be back on baseball. I had a really bad day of park today. This dude was calling me trash because
The count is 1 and 2.
I was facing a rebounder. I was facing Clint Capella in the park because they had like this event where you're playing NBA players, blah blah blah. And I had to try to out rebound Clint Capella, and I was getting bullied. So this guy was calling me trash because he thought I was like a rebounder or something, but I'm supposed to be a wing, and we just got outmatched. Glass cleaner's OP for sure. If you're playing like Pro-Am or something, it's nice to have, but when you're playing like threes in the park, it's absolutely OP. Especially a lot of matchups are just going to be dominated like me. I end up, because I always end up running like 2 guards and then me as the big man, and that doesn't work out too well. Glass athletic finisher, nice. That's also pretty nice. My dude cannot dunk. He is so slow. But I'm just a glue guy pretty much. I hit my open shots, try to play good defense, but it is what it is. Be a shooting guard, yeah. Shooting guards. A lot of people that want to play point guard have made shooting guards as well. Yeah, glass cleaning, friendly quit. Who's batting? I'm batting? I'm not taking the friendly quit. If I lose, I lose. That's a swing. Check swings are broken, man. I definitely swung at that. You wish you made an athletic shot creator. Yeah. I just like the badges that I have. They're all gold, silver, bronze. I don't have any Hall of Fame, but I was planning on going to rep to a 99 eventually, but I didn't realize like how long it would take without playing. Like Park doesn't get you that much XP. I'm gonna have to grind a lot offline, which would kind of be annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see if we can get 3 on this. Can he cut it off? He can't cut it off. It goes to the wall. We're gonna get 3 bases. Yeah. Alright, we got something rolling here. Shot creator is a shooting guard because of better shooting badges. Exactly. A lot of people that want to play point guard even are using those shooting guards because they have better badges. A little bit more height as well. Sack fly. I hope so. Who's up? Mike Piazza. Clutch. Clutch, clutch, clutch. Alright, I'm going to have to put that on the channel, but that's exactly the opposite of what I talk about in the video. Because I talk about how pitchers tend to throw off the plate a little bit more when there's runners in scoring position. Alex Claudio's another cheese. You know, this guy's kind of cheese, but he obviously didn't grind for like Immortals and stuff. So he's just trying to stay competitive. The guy I played before this had like a couple of cheese picks despite having Immortals, and that was major cheese, but this guy, he just doesn't have the team, maybe not the stubs to pay for something that can compete. Stove Nasty, love this card. Ultimate Cheese and Suicide Squeeze with Mike Piazza. Dude, this is the one game where I would have actually considered it if I had seen that quick enough. I might have done it. That would have been hilarious, because it was Ken Griffey at third base. He was going to score no matter what. I totally would have done it. That would have been hilarious. Put your difficulty at Superstar, 12 minutes if you want rep. True. Do you know how much rep you can get for that? Right now I'm playing on Pro like 7 minutes, and I can probably get like 20k my points. So do you know how much rep you'll get for 12 minutes Superstar? Because it's got to be at least 40k. Otherwise I probably will just stick with Pro because it's just easier to shoot. Yeah, the Immortal Mike Trout is a real thing. Oh, should I debut Gagne? I'm only going to warm up Gagne over Romo because I want the fastball if he gets a runner on base. I need to have something a little bit faster to throw out runners because I'm going to take out Mike Piazza, put in Johnny Bench, and try to get some runners thrown out a little bit more. You don't like the Immortal Mike Trout, Dan? I like it. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's not like he's going in the Hall of Fame. It's just a card. It's interesting because, you know, I wonder if it's a... Someone think about the economics on this for me. I'll think about it after this game probably, but more like Mike Trout's live series card is going to decline, right? It's going to be a lot cheaper. It already dropped by like 100K. 100K at least or more. And because of that, people that want to get Vlad can now afford Mike Trout. There we go. Now it's a bronze pitcher, so yeah, he might quit. I don't know if he wants to play the bottom of the ninth, but bottom of the 12th. Not gonna drop. Yeah, his ability is still increasing. Yeah, so the funny thing is that his immortal card might be worse than like if they did an immortal card for him in like 10 years. He might not have even reached his peak of power yet. His speed's probably peaked. Contact maybe peaked, but it's possible that his power production at least hasn't peaked yet. Swing and a miss. What was I saying? Why waste Gagne? I just wanted to try him out and see if he has anybody that he wants to pinch it. That's fine. I haven't used Gagne yet, which is the reason actually, because I want to try him out, get a feel for him a little bit. Yikes. He has a 60 home run season somewhere inside of him. Yeah, I've used Gagne in BR, but not in ranked season, so you guys get a chance to see him. Let's see if this game gets me World Series. That would be awesome. It is 6 o'clock. Get him. Get him. Oh my god. I think he had Necro and Stephen Wright. Nope. Leclerc, Wright, Betances, Ozuna. So he had like Betances, Ozuna, Britton. But then he also had Claudio, Nashek, Wright. So he had like 3 cheese, 4 reels. Interesting. But he bought Jose Leclerc. So he's not short of stubs, man. GG, thank you. He's not short of stubs. He has Jose Leclerc. He's pretty good. Pretty expensive, I believe. There it is. He was 834. I want to go look at his ratings. I'm going to go stalk him on the standings. Made it to World Series, though. Oh, he's like 15K. Okay. Never mind, then. I thought he was more expensive. Zoe's in 6th place. Korea Bears. Bad News Bears. Where's our boy RW? Cougs is playing again. Not that Cougs, the other Cougs. AXVR is down. Haven't looked at this in a while. I don't see the Warriors. I could be just looking over him, but I'm sure he's up here somewhere. He's one of our community members, but he always gets to World Series, but he bats like 200, which is crazy. I played him on stream one time, like in ranked seasons. He bats like 200, but his pitching's amazing. This guy, he bats 273, which is actually better than me. On base is 310. Slugging is 358, obviously. He doesn't try to hit. Doesn't try to hit for power. Yeah. It is what it is. Find you in Division Series. What's your rating? Because it's like, wait, I can player search. (11-7), 304. Good hitter. Pitching's not great, man. But I guess that makes sense. If you're still playing an all-star, then other people are just smacking the ball around. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so the Vlad and Mike Trout thing. So Mike Trout now costs... How are you 11-7, Swope? So he now costs 281, 310. See if he was higher or lower at any point. So he was at 370 just a few days ago. Now obviously dropped because of the Immortal. So now more people are going to buy him, right? And do you think people are going to buy more stubs to buy Mike Trout now that he's a little bit cheaper? And I'm wondering if it's actually a ploy by SDS to make the best card in the game a little bit cheaper so that people buy more stubs to get more dollars. I wonder how that works out. World Series we're playing against you. I see. That makes sense. Yeah, I had a really hard time at the beginning of this season. I was probably like 12-12 at one point. You're at 830 but hitting 195. Yo. I gotta take a look at that. What's yours again? Is yours Pepe Silva? Yeah. Sylvia. Turbo is live. Cool. 195, 433 slugging is not bad. 230 on base is not bad actually. 30 points above your hitting. 336 obviously is very good. Where's your strikeouts? So strike out twice as much as you score, which is interesting. Let me see what mine's at. Where's the shawarmas? There's the shawarmas. Yeah, see, exactly. I always win 2 games and lose 1. 22-11, exactly. I'm betting 238, but I slug 511. Pitching has actually been good. Did I miss it? Strikeouts are 85. So I strike out about 2/3 of the time that I score. So that's probably a big thing for you. What's up, Zoe? How's it going? Find you, Dan? Alright, I'm going to find Dan. Hold on. Let me see what everybody else said. Swolf had a 13-7 game. 15 hits apiece. Nice. That's the difference, man. When you hit more home runs, like I think James was saying. Was it James? I think James was saying that the power is the big difference a lot of times. You don't walk anymore because people realize you can't throw right down the middle. Dude, that happened to me too. You just got to make enough swings and just leave the PCI there, I guess. It's tough though. It's a learning curve, but like once you get to like that area, if you're at 830, it's going to get even harder because you're on Hall of Fame, but like there's going to be that learning curve and all of a sudden it's going to click for you, man. You're going to just increase your batting average by like 30 points and jump into World Series. But you have to lose, you have to mess up, and you have to strike out in order to learn all that stuff for yourself. How's it going, Zoe? Be a good school teacher? I think so. I don't know if I could handle a classroom, though. I've done substitute teaching before for about 2 or 3 weeks. It didn't go too bad. I wasn't qualified at all, but they were just like, hey, here's a classroom. You can show up and we'll pay you. I was like, that sounds good. I have 78 home runs and 133 RBIs. So I have as much home runs as I do strikeouts. That's kind of weird. But I do really enjoy tutoring. Yes, I will find Dan. Dan, I totally forget your PSN. There it is. 250 and 375. No walks taken. 1-0. Nice. Alright, I'm just going to have to look at your universal profile because I'm getting nothing off of that, man. 162 with a 107. Interesting. But this only shows that. That's not too bad, actually. I thought it would be worse. I do enjoy tutoring though. Is that a Pakistan flag? What now? I didn't realize they had that flag. Should I use that flag? It is. You change it every day? How random is that? I thought you were doing it just for me, man. Yeah, Zoe's still here. Turbo is live though, but we're just concluding the stream pretty soon because I did get the World Series, which was nice. We played a major cheeser. I don't know if you caught any of that, Zoe, but the dude had like, who was it? It was Kenny Lofton, and then it was like Ben Revere, and then JD Martinez, who he pinch hit for with Brett Gardner. He was hitting directional, just hitting the ball on the ground the whole game. And then he's like such an expert cheeser that he like he knew when I was gonna pump fake and then like made it back to the base. He like outplayed me so hard. Stop spamming symbols. What did you do? ... Yikes. Alright, I guess I'll have to reduce the symbols. I did increase the symbols, Dan. I put it up to like 13 or something. That's your own fault. That's your own fault this time, Dan. But yeah, and then he had like D. Gordon and like it was bad. We went to 10, 12 innings with him. Got the W though. Steven right out of the bullpen. It's okay, Dan. It's your fault, but I don't really care. You're good. Let's take a look at this real quick. So George Brett's at 40%, if anybody hasn't seen this yet. You get a handful of stubs. Dennis Eckersley, so you do get a bit of stubs actually for doing this, and there's no stubs that you have to put in, which is really nice. So you get, what is this, 500, 1,500, 2,000, 4,000, 9,000 stubs just for doing this. Pretty much for free. Yeah, it's the only way they win. Can I do the Deli Al celebration? What is that? Yeah, the funny part, Zoe, is I'm doing a video tomorrow coming out, or tonight. Tomorrow coming about how to beat cheesers. And like, now I have no authority about it. But look at this card. It's a good left field card. I'm not going to use it in center for sure. But I've got Musial, I've got Griffey. I'm going to have Babe maybe. But at this point, Trout's probably better than Babe. I just throw him in left field. Babe goes to first base maybe. Pujols to third, Chipper to short. I really don't like that, but I could do it. Someone's going to have to ride the pine. I mean, I'm not in love with Mike Schmidt, but his defense is so good. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. The Fortnite dance? Wait, I thought that was an L. Never mind. I have no idea what you're talking about. Rock Chipper at short. Defensively, he's a beast. Because, like, Chipper is just so... Well, Schmidt's great. Cal Ripken, obviously, is going to be amazing. Last year, Ripken was just A+, on defense, at least. And I have a hard time putting anybody that's not an A+ at shortstop. Really? Okay. I might have to think about it then. If I do get to that point... No doubter with a Future Stars pitcher. Beautiful. What happened to you or Nightbot? I have no idea, Dan. Oh. Yeah, we made a compromise, Dan. I made Nightbot stop banning you for the most part. And we kept both. 415, nice. Plays like an 85 rated fielder, okay. I might have to consider that then, but only if I get to the point where I actually pick up Mike Trout. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but I could do that. Babe is still on the way because I still have like 150 innings pitched left with him. So it's going to be basically the same amount of grind for both of those guys. But with all those starters in the Future Stars card, that might take a while. What I could do is I could wait till November, do the finest. See, this is the thing. I'm always like, all right, I'll just wait till that next round of stuff comes out, and it'll be all good. But then it's going to turn out that these finest and postseason cards take even longer to grind for. And then I have to wait till like November, so it's probably not going to be worth it anyway. But I could just do like 2 future stars and then the finest postseason. True, I hope they make those finest cards really good. That would be really cool. If they didn't have Immortals, that would definitely be true. I have a hard time believing that they're going to knock out like Immortals. Once you get to World Series, obviously, like Zoe, you're in whatever, like 10th place or 6th place or something right now, so you're just playing dudes that probably have loaded Immortals. I don't know if it'll be too diverse at that point, but I can do finest or postseason. Yeah, they both do 60. Yeah, I was thinking. I'm guessing there's going to be like multiple. So it says 60 right here, but I'm assuming when those cards come out, it'll break up into like the future stars thing. So there'll be like 10% with 6 different items there. So I'm guessing you get to mess around with a few different things. So I was thinking like forget the future stars card, do the finest ones, and then do like 40% of the postseason ones, something like that. But I don't know. It would take too long. But yeah, the finest cards are always great. They're really cool. Just gonna be a matter of like how many Immortals do they release, because they said they're gonna do like Immortals for every ranked season as well, for World Series, and then like some events as well are gonna have Immortals. But it'll be cool. I think they're going in the right direction. I wish they had some more communication over the last couple months with a few more Immortals, but they're decent. Finest being packs or programs? Good question. They've had packs the last year or 2. I don't know if they've done it for 2 years, but they definitely did finest in packs. But that doesn't mean they won't do programs, because they've had like future stars cards have come in all directions. They've come from programs. They came from packs like Otani, and events maybe even, but I would bet on packs probably. Michael Kopech looks interesting. I don't know if I'm going to use him in a ranked season, but I am a White Sox fan, so like I do want to get him at some point. And I do like he's got the standard 5 pitches, right? But I mean, they're good. Controls 70, which is like probably good enough. Only an 87, but he's nice. Nice for sure. Tyler O'Neill is the other good card. I just like these cards because of the card art. Last year I played with like an all Future Stars team just for the card art because it looked cool. You wouldn't be surprised if Cougs says Trout first. True. You'd probably like call SDS and try to get it like a day early, and then try to make it happen for him. Victor Caratini, interesting. They already have Wellington Castillo, and they give Caratini the card. Interesting. I mean, not Wellington Castillo. What's his name? Wilson Contreras. Castillo was on the Cubs. He's on the Sox now, but all right, Dan. I'll see you later. We're just messing around now. I wish this Carpenter card played better defense. I would actually go for him maybe, because he's got such a sweet swing. But you guys know how I feel about second base defense. This card's pretty good. Just the outfield is so loaded right now. So if you're not already getting these cards, then maybe not. Well, this card is beautiful. This card is amazing. 51 power against lefties, not great, but like since it's against lefties, you can probably get good solid contact at least. An amazing defense. Tyler O'Neill will be a BR beast. Those golds are going to clog up the gold rounds. Are there any golds? I don't think so. There's no power golds either. Travis, good against lefties. Hayes, lefties. This might be an okay card, actually. This is a very BR kind of card. Got his defense is a little high. You'd like it to be more offensive, like Chris Davis or something, but yeah, these cards are not great. 60 power can sometimes play in BR, but not to be relied on. Garrett Hampson, I didn't realize he was supposed to be good. Interesting cards, though. Alright, so that's going to do it for today. Ted Williams card, if you guys haven't seen it, by the way. Oh, I don't know if it'll be in here. I'll show you from here. 68 power, which is not bad. It's kind of in a dangerous spot, depending on how good his swing is. 83 against lefties is decent. Usable card. Got 99 contact, but that's going to do it for today. I'll be doing more baseball streams. More people seem to be enjoying the baseball streams than the 2K, but I will be doing 2K tomorrow at least. Probably MLB on Wednesday. And alright, see you, Rob. Thanks for coming by. Any more announcements? Yeah, I'm going to be trying to do daily streams probably starting in a couple weeks, depending on what kind of schedule I can figure out. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, because that's where I do the updates. Usually the day before or the morning of a stream, I'll usually let you guys know what's going on. If not, Swolf will probably at me and ask about the stream, so you guys will be able to see it. But that's where the updates will come. For now, I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier, like 3 p.m. or something like that. But thanks for stopping by. Peace.